Yo, good morning, y'all. What's happening? It's your brother in the footwork, DJ Cornerstone, and today I'm going to be interviewing the brother Mike D of Bang Out Workout, singer, MC, and I'm sure many other things. One, of course, Footworker, Creation Global member. So y'all stay tuned because Mike D is going to give us the works. What's up, y'all? It's your brother in the footwork, DJ Cornerstone, and you are watching Give Us the Works on the Foot Workout channel, where I interview various dancers, DJs, and producers. So listen up and pay attention while our guest today gives us the works.
What's going on, King?
Man, King, I'm blessed, man. That's what's going on. It's a good day and good morning.
Good morning to you.
Right on, man. How you feel?
I feel amazing, man. Had a long night, but I'm here, you know.
Yeah. Man, right on. Because you had an event last night, right?
No, a couple of my friends did, man. They had the Red Bull. It was at the Red Bull event. Chemo was at the Red Bull event.
Yeah.
I know the Era, I'm pretty sure they performed at the event. I couldn't make it last night, but yeah, they was there. And then we also had CFology. CFology was in Massachusetts doing their thing yesterday. Paul Zetti, King Charles, Mickey, Tal, had the team there.
Yeah, I saw Gold Rat post a little bit of it while they were doing it, like did some lives. I saw the lives after the fact.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, they was doing their thing, man. We out here working, you know?
Man, I know that's for real. Yeah, I see y'all doing a lot. Shoot. And I appreciate it, man. It's like, it's just good to see, man. Y'all keeping it moving.
Yeah, man, we ain't got no choice, man. We got to make sure we keep spreading the culture and doing what we got to do to, you know, not only spread, but do what we love to do at the same time, you know?
Yeah. Man, I just want to thank you for taking the time out, man. Getting up early. For those who are watching, it's 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning.
It's 9 a.m. I am not a morning person, but my man's told me to come lock in with him, so you know I had to pull up.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. So yeah, today, man, the show is called Give Us the Works, and it's all about you telling us about you, man. You know, like they used to say, you go to get some ice cream, man. Give me the works. I want everything on there, man. So I want to know everything, man. Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, man. What you got on the shirt? Everybody ain't. Come on now. That's how you do it.
Yeah, man. This is my clothing line. It's my way of life. It's also a travel group of mine. It started with some core friends of mine. We had lost two of our close friends through gun violence in Chicago. But we did everything together. We held each other down. And then after that, we decided to start traveling more because of just, you know what I'm saying, not just being able to appreciate life more. And once we travel, people start like gravitating towards our energy. And we went to Cancun, Mexico 1 year. And after we got back from Cancun, Mexico, we had established a group just to get to know people or whatever the case may be. And I came back from Cancun. They was like, dang, we gotta wait until next year to see y'all. Like, nah, like let's create something. We started a travel group. We had our first takeover in Chicago. We had 70 people pull up from all likes of the US, from New York, Atlanta, Houston, all over the place. They came to Chicago. We threw a privatized party, made sure everybody was safe. We had a host hotel downtown, and that was 11 years ago.
Man.
We're still doing it today, man. We're still traveling today, man. We do ski trips. We still go to Cancun. We do we travel to different states and find out what's going on in that state, and then but we privatize our own parties. So we'll do something that's going on in that state, but then we'll do our parties. So we've been rocking for quite some time, man. But yeah, everybody got a song called "Everybody in the Circle."
Yeah,
it's real. Everybody, all you gotta do is put in Mike D Chicago in your search engine and all music platforms, and that song along with Claim. I know we're gonna talk about that, but Claim It. Everybody in the Circle, We Not Playing with me and Dilla. All the songs that I'm attached to should pull up. But you'll see this. You won't miss this. It's the cover of the song. So yeah, when you get a chance to check that out.
You know what? I'm gonna throw this on there too, because that song is more than just a song, man. There's a dope message in that song, and Everybody Ain't Inner Circle. It's a dope message in there.
Yeah.
And what I get from it is, you know, in the Word of God, it says, "Bad company corrupts good character."
Mm-hmm.
And that comes to my mind when you play when I play it, because it's important who you surround yourself with. You don't want, because what it said, because you got a verse in there that says, they gonna protect my energy.
They gonna protect my energy.
Yeah.
They gonna bring out the enemy. No
worries
about my enemies.
That's it.
All that.
Man, I see you there, Mike D.
You be doing your research, my boy. I love it. Yes.
It's dope, man. I want to jump real quick, and then if you don't mind, we'll get back to the music. But I want to see, like, how long have you been footworking? When did you start?
I started footworking. Man, it's about like 19 years ago, man. 19 years ago. And to be honest with you, it was accidentally. It was accidentally.
Really?
I met John King, Boo Dilla, man. It was this place called Nitro.
I've been to Nitro.
Yeah, it was a place called Nitro. So I met John King through a close friend of mine, which is now my business partner and brother and friends, named Norman Chambers. But Norman used to be in like the dance crews. He used to dance in Bud Billy Ray. He used to dance for Kenny Mack. And John King danced for Kenny Mack too at that time. So I was just a friend. I was just a friend. And John King came to Norm crib one day, and we rolled. That was my first time meeting him and King Charles. We rolled to Nitro, and I didn't know what they did or none of that. We just rock it. And we went to Nitro, and they was tearing people heads off in the circle. Like, and I just was like in awe, like, man, what is going on? Like, this is crazy. I never seen Chicago Footwork at this stage in my life. After, long story short, after that, man, I was just joking with him, but I was like, man, can you teach me that? I need some of that. And he was like, yeah, pull up to my house. I was like, what? I was like, man, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna do it for real. So I pulled up to his crib, and he moved his couch, and we had a session. He taught me the basics of what you know what I'm saying, where I was at. He met me where I was at. He taught me some basics. So
right now you're talking about Boo Dilla house. Yeah,
Boo Dilla, John King. So he was after the session was over, he asked me, I asked him, like, where do y'all practice at as a group? And he was like, man, we be practicing in the alley on 119th or something like that.
Yeah.
And by grace of God, I was working at the Park District at the time. So I was like a rec leader, and then I just had got promoted to a physical instructor at Gage Park.
Okay.
So when he told me that they was practicing in the alley, I'm like, nah, that's crazy. Y'all too gifted, too talented. Mind you, they doing all types of they was doing 106 in Park. They was doing their thing. So you would never from the outside looking in think that they was coming up with all these great routines and gifts and talents out of an alley.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't leave his career without like locking in. Like, man, look, I'm about to go to my job tomorrow, and I'm gonna holler at my boss, and I'm gonna see if y'all can, you know what I'm saying, use my job as a practice spot.
Right.
So that's why they call me the gatekeeper. So if you have to interview any other creation, you mention me, they like, that's the gatekeeper, because I was the
Straight
reason.
up.
I gave them a home to practice in. And because of that, that's how I learned how to do Chicago footwork to the level I'm able to do it now, because I had to. I made it a class in my job, so they could practice. So when I went to my job, I asked my boss. I was like, man, I basically was like, my brother. I was like, my brother got this group. He need a practice spot. He's like, yeah, well, we're just gonna label it as a class. You teach it, and then they can come and use the space.
Man,
and that's how our relationship started. They called me the gatekeeper, and that's been my duties and my obligation towards my family as far as creation since then, to make sure they got somewhere, regardless of when, how I'm gonna make sure I can do my due diligence to give them a spot to practice at or call home,
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I started 19 years ago.
Yeah.
That's how it happened, man. John King was my first actual teacher.
Man, that's so dope. Man, that's dope. I have a question later on about Bang Out Workout, and I'm starting to already see.
Yeah.
Oh man,
God is funny, man. I promise he is. He is
raw.
funny, man.
The title that they gave you, I don't know if you see it. I'm pretty sure you do. But the title of Gatekeeper, that ain't nothing light.
Yeah.
that's
man,
dope.
It's funny, man. It's crazy. Like, I be locked in on all that. But and then like even with John King being my teacher, he also introduced me to the rest of the group, so I end up having multiple teachers from that relationship. Like, I learned from all of them: King Charles, Kenny, all of them, man. Like, rest in peace, Kendall. Yeah, man. I got something out of almost every creation member in some type of way, and then at the same time, I was making sure they had it, like, especially back then, man, it was just a lot going on. And from now until then, we never had any issues or problems at these spaces neither. So it was definitely a safe haven for them, for us, and then it was also an opportunity for us to express ourselves throughout these years and perfect our craft and end up turning into professionalism, man.
Yeah. That's dope, man. No, I'm loving just hearing your part of your story, man.
Yeah, man. It's a story. I promise you it is.
Oh man, so man, we get into Bang Out Workout, man. Like I said, I'm already seeing it, but what inspired Bang Out Workout to start? And if you could break down what it is for everybody that's gonna be watching.
Yeah, so Bang Out Workout is it's a cardio dance class, but not only is it a cardio dance class, it's a vibe. It's an energy, and it's connected to the health field outside of dance, mentally and physically, that we try to attack in that manner. It started 5, 6 years ago. I never get those numbers right, but it's like 5, 6 years ago when we came up with the matter of fact, it was 5, because we almost at our 5-year. We set like goals, so we are 5-year goal right now. But yeah, it branched from me being a physical instructor for the Park District. John King, which is my brother and my business partner in Bang Out Workout. He's the other half of Bang Out Workout. He started getting into fitness. He started to lift, go to the gym, work out. But mind you, he's my teacher in Chicago Footwork. He's my teacher. We was practicing still, man. So me and him just sat down one day like in the midst of practice, we was like, man, we got to make this make sense, man. Like it's something here. I don't know what it is. And he was like, man, I feel you, man. He's like, man, I was like, you just got into fitness. I'm a physical instructor. You've been footworker for years. You talk, I'm now in this now. Let's figure out how to make this make sense.
Yeah.
And we started to come up with our own cardio dance moves that was pertaining to Chicago footwork, pertaining to Chicago, pertaining to the juke sound and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And we didn't know what we was doing. We just was like, you know what, let's just learn as we go. That was probably the best thing we could have did, is just learn
as you go.
As we go. Because we really just jumped off the cliff and just decided to figure it out. And our first classes, it was like 2 people. You know, it was like 2 people here.
That's all good.
Here, 3 people here, 7 people, 1, 0, 8 folks. It was like really up and down. But we kept it going. We kept going. Then we end up running into DJ Keese, and DJ Keese opened up his doors for us. And just let us use his equipment, let us come over his house, and we created We Not Playing EP, which is a bang out workout album, so to speak. So all the tools that we used, we made songs to these workouts. So now, you know how you usually take a cardio dance class or any type of dance class, the instructor will play some music and it's an industry person, somebody like it's Chris Brown or it's Busta Rhymes. We like, man, let's work out to our own music.
You're absolutely right. Yeah.
I used to do music back in the day, so I was like, this is an opportunity for me to get back into that field. Because I used to do music real heavy back in the day, and I just stopped doing it for a while because I didn't know how to give a better message. I stopped doing music because the message that I was giving out wasn't my cup of tea no more. That's not my life no more. That's not what I want to tell somebody. I don't want to be that person that giving that message out. Kudos to anybody that's giving a message out and their story. That's not my story no more. That story has closed that chapter. So it was my opportunity to get back into the music and do it in the way that I feel like it'll be more effective. So Bang Out Workout is music, is a workout. It's a healthy choice. It's mentally a better way of thinking. I'll try to leave everybody that leave my class. I try to leave them with some type of motivational piece. I try not to get into the preaching aspect, but I'm giving you something to be like, like after I leave this door, like, man, anything that's pertaining to life and you being able to live it to the best of your ability, I try to give it to you, and hopefully it retains after you leave, and you can come back the next time and be like, man, what you told me. And then if something that I told you didn't hit, the music will hit. Something has to connect mentally for you to continue to try to work out physically. It's hard for you to physically try to do something for yourself if you're not mentally there. If you're not mentally locked in, physical is going to be tough for you. So that's what I try to implement, try to create a vibe, try to make sure I get your mind out of the aspect of working out.
Yeah.
But after your class is over with, you realize how many steps you got on your Fitbit, how many calories you burn. Yeah.
That's dope. And I'm digging that you said that, man, because I had the opportunity to talk with Kelly Foreman, and we touched on that in the conversation and how your emotions also affect your performance in dance. So you got to have your mind right. And it's good because I see everything you speak is positive and it's good. So everyone they're hearing it in themselves. And, you know, like when you hear a song, you're going to end up singing along. So you speaking it to yourself as well. So so you get that mind right, the body's going to follow. It's going to be ready. So, man, yes, that's dope, man. And let's go ahead and move on to let's get to that next song, man. You know, one of my favorite morning inspirations, man. Claim It. Come on now.
Claim It.
Claim It is
that. Yeah, man. I truly believe God is gonna take that song and like it's gonna do something I don't know what it's gonna do, but I feel like he's gonna take it and put it into a more global situation. You know, I claim it. I tell people all the time, claim it is relative to and this is just me personally. I don't know if this is a toot of my own horn, but you remember the Pharrell song, Because I'm Happy.
Yeah.
Clap along. If that song was able to do what it did, I feel like Claim It is holding the same weight, but without the celeb, you know, without the, and it's just my honest opinion, you know?
Yeah, on the celeb. Because you already in the forefronts, man. You just gotta keep climbing.
You just gotta keep going, man.
Keep
So,
climbing,
and then at the end of the day, it's out in the universe already. I didn't I already put it out there. So, I always focus on things that I can control and I don't worry about the things that I can't control, right? So the fact that the song is out, it's a positive, it's a positive song. It got great energy to it, and it's out in the universe. I'm gonna let it do its work. I'm gonna let God do his work, and I'm gonna just keep pushing what I'm pushing the narrative, and see what happens, man. But Claim It, Mike D. Chicago. It's a just to give you a quick background of why I did the song. The song was came to me when I was taking I got two boys. I got a 2-year-old and I have a 10-year-old. And I was taking my 10-year-old to school one day, and he was like, "Daddy, turn on the radio." I was like, "Okay, cool." Turned on the radio, and it was Nicki Minaj this, and it was another artist. And shout out to those artists, but their message at 8 in the morning was like, "Dang, do I want my son to be getting this in his ear gate before I let him out my car going to school?" And I was like, "Nah, man." Like, it just didn't feel right. Because he kept saying like, "Daddy," so he's musically inclined, just like I am. Like, he's always around music, and he loves music. And he was like, he'd keep asking me like, "Daddy, turn on the radio, turn on the radio." Every time I turned on the radio, it's just like, no, I can't. So, like I said, I used to do music back in the day, and then I had at that particular time, I started back writing for people and as well as myself, and it just like God just dropped it like, "It's about to be a great day." Like, I was like, that sounds. I said that sounds a little decent, and so I had actually ran into, now mind you, me and DJ Keese was locked in. Me and DJ Keese was locked in. What's up, youngest?
They can't. I got my AirPods in.
DJ Keese was locked in. So again, like, open this doors, let me come in there. And this was in the midst of us doing the We Not Playing records. And he was like, man, whatever you want to do, man, here. And he gave me the drum machine, and I,
oh yeah.
And that was history, man. We got the song done. My boy let me come in there and do what I needed to do. And yeah, man, it was history from there, man. We dropped the record, and now it's on all music platforms, and it's touching people, man. As people are listening to it, a lot of people sending me videos of them riding, doing the same thing I was doing with my son, riding to school, but they in the back talking about, "Move, sit down, move." And they're like dancing with their daughters and their sons before they about to let them out to the universe. So like stuff like that. I had a young lady came to me and told me like that's her song, that's her morning wake up song. She played that song as her alarm clock. So like, yeah, man, it's bigger than me becoming this artist or whatever. I can care less about that. I really don't even like the limelight, to be honest with you, unless it's me repping my team, you know. But to music is a powerful thing. So to get music, put music out there in the universe and it be effective to people a little bit is enough for me, you know.
Man, yeah, that's dope, man. I tell you, I was talking with DJ Q-Neek last night, and just before we start talking, Traxman put a post up about there ain't no love in the music, like on the radio, and I'm like, that's for real, man. Like, but the thing is, I replied to it, and I'm like, yeah, that's a problem. You're right on that, but the music does exist. But I'm like, for whatever reason, I don't know what it is. The record labels ain't putting it out, and the radio stations ain't playing it. Because as we just heard, y'all, claim it. Got love in it. Claim it is powerful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. Look right at there we go. Look, radio stations, y'all need to play Claim It. That's a good song. On your playlist.
I got that. Now the song is played on a couple of podcasts and like internet radio stations. I forgot the name. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Big shout out to DJ Ro too, because Ro got some credits on that record too. He definitely came to the studio and helped out, and he's the one that mastered the record. He mixed and mastered the record. He also opened his doors up as well, man. Big shot. I cannot leave out DJ Ro. DJ Ro did the cover. He a whole vibe, man. He did the cover of the record, and he mixed and mastered. He just opened up a new facility that has different studios in it. I think his grand opening was yesterday. I was supposed to have hosted, but I couldn't make it. But yeah, big shout out DJ Keys, DJ Ro, man. Those two played big parts in getting what was in my head out to the universe. They played huge parts in that. So big shout out to DJ Ro. But it's definitely on a couple of internet radio stations right now. But I'm really trying to get it mainstream because it needs to be heard. It needs to be put out there to the universe. To go against the grain of what we hearing every day. Like I'm pretty sure there's a narrative. And this is why these type of songs is very hard to get out there. I mean, as far as us, and this is just my opinion, as far as us, man, like you can see the cycle. You can see the cycle in music, and what's going on in today's times is going in circles. It's moving in circles, man. And the circle is almost becoming deeper as the circle continues. You know what I'm saying? Meaning like music is getting worse, the messages are getting worse. The violence is getting worse. Like all this stuff is turning. So we need to start locking in on reversing the circle in some type of way, man. We gotta reverse the circle, man. Like, and it gotta be in these mainstream particulars. We got people on the front line. We got people on the ground, right? That's consistently doing what they need to do. But the main thing that's controlling that is the music, is the industries, those things are controlling this circle. These videos is controlling this circle. You know what I'm saying? The virals, they controlling this circle. So it's almost like it don't matter how much. I worked for the park district for 17 years, man. I was working at Gage Park and I worked at Kennecott Park. So I was one of those people that was mentoring teenagers and seeing what they was going through, and they was coming to me and our facilities as a safe haven. So I know exactly what they were going through, but I also see why they were going through it. You know what I'm saying? The poverty homes, the areas that they stayed in, the dysfunctional households, the separate households where the mama's here and the daddy's over there, or the grandma's taking care of the kids. All that stuff is being stemmed from somewhere. There's a narrative going on, and we got to start creating our own narrative and force feeding this circle, this circle, and try to reverse that circle in some type of way. I feel like that, like in music, is one of the mainstreams. The videos is one of the mainstreams. And I say it all the time. You don't see other music cultures going through what we going through. Country music, you know, like all the other genres of music is not having these type of problems at all. Because then you gotta listen to, like, I listen to all types of music. So I listen to what they saying and what they talking about. And it's a little bit more peaceful on that end.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I would say the only side that's questionable is when it comes to that hard heavy metal, because they got some stuff that's like but then at the
that
chip,
goes to show you about the circle I was talking about. Now, you look at the dynamic of what's going on to that core audience.
Yeah,
what's going on? What are they doing outside of listening to music?
Angry to the mug,
angry,
hurting themselves.
Yeah, like it's a lot going on that end. So like I feel like music is a powerful, first of all, power in the tongue. You know, like
absolutely.
That's the first thing. You're using your mouth to speak, whether life or death. You know, and to put it behind music makes it even more powerful. It makes it 10 times as powerful when you put it behind music. So, though I feel like that's something that we need to tap in a little bit more, a lot bit more. But it's baby steps.
You're right. Yeah, baby steps and a lot of work on a lot of fronts. Like in every aspect, we gotta have somebody, and we have people, you know, in position. But I ain't gonna get into it. But I'm gonna say all we just said right now is touching to what I was talking to you about DJ Miles Franklin. All right, one way to change it. But we'll talk about that later, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later, man. Because that's could be a whole nother conversation too, man. I want to share this real quick to piggyback off what you said too, because I've witnessed in my life and my growing up, and I'm not gonna say nobody's names, where there's people that grew up in good areas, good parent, at least one good parent, and had all they needed, but then started listening to a certain kind of music and looked at it as being, that's how I'm finna get the girls, that's how I'm finna get respect, that's how I'm finna get money, that's how people ain't gonna pick on me because I'm gonna have that image, get pulled into it, and now their life's in shambles. One individual in particular is in prison. So it's like it's definitely it's a bad circle. It's you know, it was one thing for somebody to speak their truth, what they experienced. I did this. But there's another thing when you have people who glorify it as though you need to do this to make it, because that ain't true at all.
That's not.
Yeah, so we just got to show people that there's most definitely a better way. Man.
We gonna claim it.
We're
gonna claim it into existence, man. We gonna get this song out. I got some more songs that's pertaining, like all the music that I put out is gonna be based in that same feel and ordeal, where it's just a powerful, strong energy behind it, or just a message that's gonna make you think or do or feel better. That's my angle when it comes to me putting out my own personal music. I also write. Shout out to Tristan Arnaz. It's my young boy. He's a very, very gifted artist. He plays the piano, organ, and he sings. Man, he just turned 21. Man, I've been writing for him for quite some time. He got some stuff coming out as well.
Okay.
But yeah,
Tristan
man,
Arnaz.
Tristan Arnaz, man, keep that in the mind. Keep that. I'm trying to tell you. Like, keep that in your ear gate. Tristan Arnaz.
Is that Trishton?
Tris Tristan Tristin, I believe.
Okay.
Arnaz, Arnez.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna Google them.
I don't know if you knew. Just to go back a little bit. That everybody in the circle. The feature on that is Fiel, Kenny.
Yeah.
Fiel is Kenny. Kenny is Creations member.
Oh,
Kenny was, I don't know if you I'm sure about, so Kenny was based, him and Basic had the Hood Geeks.
okay.
So Kenny is part of Creation as well. But his artist name is PL. He's featured on Everybody Ain't Inner Circle. So like all that stuff, and like it's in the circle. Like this, Creation. You know what I'm saying? Me and him been rocking real heavy on the music side now, but we always knew that we did music. We always wanted to work with each other, just never had the opportunity to. So I just wanted to drop his name real quick.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? Let people know that he on that record, because people don't be knowing.
Yeah. Oh man, right on. Okay, man. So we earlier said how you have music from back in the day that you don't do because that's not you no more. That's not your life anymore. That's not the message you want to put out.
Yeah.
But there's one song I still want to bring out though. Bernie Mac. I'm not trying to pull you. I'm not trying to get you to go to the old man, but I just want to know.
Nah. Yeah, Bernie Mac, bust a move. That's crazy. Yeah.
Oh man.
I ain't gonna lie, when I did that record, I thought I was on for sure. I ain't gonna lie. I thought everything was about to change after that record, because that was just different. I was able to tap into the Chicago Footwork sound for real with that one.
Yeah.
And then Bernie Mac was a big time guy. He was a big time dude. I was a fan of him. And this is when the Kings of Comedy was out. So I had that song, my guy, shout out Fresh Boy. He was my producer at the time. And he did the sample that
from
that's what's that artist? Either way, he got the old school sample, but that was one of the records that was on Kings of Comedy.
Oh, Temptations, Have You Seen Her?
Yes. Have you seen?
Yeah.
Right. Yes. Temptations, Have You Seen It? So he took that sample and let me hear it, and he put a backbeat behind it, and I was like, and mind you, I was watching Kings of Comedy probably like every other day.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
And Bernie Mac from Chicago, and he one of my favorite comedians. And he had that part in Kings of Comedy. He was like, so I backed up and I told him, bust a move.
About to fight his baby girl.
Yeah, but I took a detour.
Yeah.
I took a detour and took that portion of what he said and turned it into an interaction with a female. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what y'all gotta go check it out to know what I'm talking about. It's on you. It's not on music platforms, but it is on YouTube. You just gotta put in Bernie Mac, Mike D Chicago. Yeah, check that out when you get a chance to. That was one of my favorite records, man. Out of the records that I was doing, I was really pushing that one. That was the performance record right there. I used to hit all the stages, made sure that was the last record I did before I left the building.
That was hitting too. I'll tell you what, I'm pretty sure if Bernie Mac was still here, man, glad he's in glory with the Father and all. But I'll tell you, I think he would have loved that song, man, because it had that old school feel with the Have You Seen Her in there. You know, it was all Chicago. Of course, it had him in it.
Yeah,
I think he would have loved it.
Yeah, that record still sound amazing today. Yeah. And it was funny, man. One of my guys, man, that I used to stay with, he had a studio in his crib, and that's where we used to record all our music at. And he had pulled me to the side not too long ago, probably like a couple months ago. He was like, "Man, you know how many songs you got in my house?" He's like, "Boy, you got a file full of records that's not out. That's not out in the universe." Yeah. And I looked at him like, "What you mean?" He's like, "Bro," he's like, "Man, it's a couple people that put their songs out on YouTube, and it didn't get discovered until 10 years after the fact that they put it out." He's like, man, I'm not saying put your old music out, but you need to either sell it, give it to somebody. Because right now it's just collecting dust in my career. And you got some records. He's like, you got some records there. He's like, I was there. He's like, you got some records. And if it ain't full records, it's things that you say in a record that can be used for other purposes. Yeah. So I said that to encourage anybody that's sitting on whatever, like make sure if it's something that you love, try to figure it out, man. Try to see what happens with it if you decided to connect it to something and put it out, because sitting on it ain't gonna do nothing, man. It's just gonna collect dust, man. And I'd rather it be out in the universe. So I've been working on that too, trying to revamp some old material.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? Because he really like opened up like, wow, like you are right. So I had literally was like, man, let me come to your house and get that file from you. And when I opened up the file, I started going through old records like, wow. I was like, oh, whoa, wait, let me get that. So I really just started like picking like apples off a tree. Like, oh, that's a good apple. Oh, take this, take that. So right now I'm just cooking up some stuff, man, just to see what happens, man. And if I don't use it, I'm gonna give it to somebody else. Like I said, I write for people all the time. I've been writing for quite some time. And if they need any ideas or any hooks or whatever, we link, we put it together, we put it out. I put get my credits on there, and that is to see what it's gonna do.
Man, there you go, man. There you go. Hey, so I saw one clip of it, because it's like 3 Bernie Mac type deals. One was a video with you and King Charles.
Shout out King Charles.
The other one, yeah, what up, King Charles?
Did you hear bro verse?
I was like, cause I can remember him saying, you know, he MC, but I ain't hear nothing put out. Man, so I'm like,
don't get Charles to rapping, man. Like, Charles something else, man. He definitely one of them, man. Like, I know he still want to tap into it too. I'm gonna hit him up, see what's to it. But his verse was decent.
Right, I'm like, when is he? Because after I heard it, I was like, dang, he can rap. And I'm like, when is he gonna put it out? I wonder if he's just trying to get CFology and creation like to a certain point or something first before he gets into it. That's my only thought.
He really locked in. He focused right now. Right now. But yeah, he did. I know him. He's a perfectionist, and he likes to once he's connected to something, he likes to soak in it. He likes to give it time and energy and focus, you know. So if he feels like he can't give it that type of time, he's not gonna open up that Pandora's box, you know what I'm saying, until he's able, like, you know what, all right, this is what I'm doing, because I'm about to, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna do it, and it's gonna be to this magnitude of level of excellence for me. You know what I'm saying? If he feel like he can't do that, he ain't gonna touch it yet. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's something that's in him. It's in him like crazy. It's in him. Yeah. What was his rap name? I think his rap name was Two-Face or something like that.
Okay. I saw that.
You're gonna have to correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
You have to correct me if I'm wrong, but it was like Two-Face or something like that.
Oh.
But yeah, it's three different Bernie Macs. One of them was King Charles. He was the original feature on Bernie Mac. The other link is really just us showing the creative how we went in the studio and created it, and we also performed at this place called the Victor Hotel downtown. They had like these Monday nights where they used to do live band with the artists, which was super dope. And then the third one is a remake of the record. Shout out to my boy Redwell. Redwell. He was like, he knew I stopped doing music at the time. So he's so smart. He was like, hey, so what you doing with that Bernie Mac record?
Yeah.
I was like, I ain't doing nothing with it. Right. He was like, give it to me. Give it to me. You know? So, you know, and that's my bro. We've been rocking since since college days, man. Like used to rock in UIC, I'm not UIC, SIU,
Oh,
Carbondale.
right on. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So we've been rocking since I was like 19, 20 years old, man. So once I seen he got into the music and he started taking it seriously, and I wasn't rocking with music at the time. I like same thing I said, like I'm not gonna let it collect no dust. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can go ahead and have it. And he was like, man, I'm gonna leave you on the hook. I said, I heard you.
Yeah.
Let's do it. So yeah, that's the three different Bernie Macs that you will pull up on YouTube. If you pull it up on YouTube, just put in Bernie Mac Mike D and it'll pull up, and then also Bernie Mac Red Whale will pull up, and the interview that we had with King Charles.
Oh man, that's what's happening. So who would you say your music inspirations are? I heard your dance teachers, pretty much all creation, and then Kenny Mac helped you with that. But like musically.
I'm an 80s baby, man.
Right
So
on.
like,
come on.
Yeah, man, 80s baby. So I like Method Man.
Oh yeah.
Busta Rhymes. Those two were connected to my performances, like my performance level. Like if you ever like get a chance to watch Method Man back in the day perform, it was different. Busta Rhymes, he still do it to this day. Like his just
energetic like a mug.
Yeah, like hands down, right? DMX, rest in peace, DMX is another person that I grew up off of that inspired me to do music. Man, this list is crazy. Well, Slick Rick.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Yeah.
Ooh, Slick Rick. I gotta, man, I'm trying to see Slick Rick soon, man. I suppose I went to see him in concert one time, and I was late. Me and King Charles invited me. Me and King Charles went to a concert. It was an old school concert. It was like Salt and Pepper, Slick Rick, but he ended up being the first act, and we was late. We came in. I was so high. I was hyped, but we came in. He was walking up the stage. I was like, dang, man, that's crazy. But yeah, Slick Rick is definitely one. He one of my top. Busta Rhymes, Method Man, DMX, Jadakiss.
You know what? I can hear some Jadakiss in you.
All day.
I can hear Jadakiss in you. Okay.
And I'm basing this off of all my childhood years, like when they used to come out with the cassette tapes. Yeah. Like I used to listen, before I had enough money to get the cassette tapes, I used to put the tissue in the little box in the tape so I could record the songs off the radio.
You put the tissue in it now?
Oh, come on, man. You gotta lock in with me.
Wait a minute.
The cassette tapes, they used to have these little boxes on the top of the cassette tapes, like the old school tape decks, right? So in order to, like, some of those things, they wouldn't let you, like, you know how we used to do like an old tape player. I'm telling my age like a mug, but you got the old tape players, right? And used to be able to press play and record the stuff on the radio station, right?
Yeah.
Some of the cassette tapes wouldn't allow you to do that because it was almost like they don't want you to record over what they got going on, right? So what you do is you put a piece of tissue and tape over the cassette, and then that don't, like, whatever in the tape player doesn't allow whatever thing to stop you from recording to go in, and then you get to record. And so I didn't have money to go buy DMX's tape yet, or buy Jadakiss tape, but they played them on the radio heavy. So I used to put tape. I used to rig to take the cassette tape. I used to record, like, I used to make my own little radio mixtape. So I'll record a song. As soon as the commercial, I stop it. And then I'll wait until another song that I like and I press record. So now when I play it back, it's like a mix of songs on one cassette tape.
Well, dang, man. Now see, I ain't know that there was the ones that wouldn't let you record. I used to get the Memorex.
See, I ain't have money to do that. So that's what I'm saying. I didn't have money to get the Memorex sometimes. Sometimes we had it in the house. sometimes we didn't. So if we didn't have no more Memorex, I would take like somebody's cassette tape that.
Well, that's it for today's show. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you learned a lot. Hey, but check it out. Support our guest of the day. Our guest information will be listed on the screen. Should be looking at it right now. The social media contacts, the individual's websites and all that. And stay tuned because we will be continuing our conversation next week on Wednesday. Give us the works every Wednesday with your boy DJ Cornerstone. But until then, take care of yourself. God bless you. And footwork out.
Footwork out.